About 2 years ago, we made a video showcasing what we do in a day mowing, and that video actually went kind of viral, and a lot of people were wanting an update on what we do now. So today we're gonna be taking you guys through what we do, doing a little vlog. Y'all will be able to see how much money we're making and what a day in the life of mowing and content creators looks like. Let's go!
Alright guys, so I just finished sharpening the blades. As you can see, the blades are nice and sharp. I usually sharpen it down on this side and then just a tiny little bit on the opposite side so that the metal doesn't get too thin and it's less likely to chip. Right now we are at the gas station, and this is how we usually start off our day when we're going to mow our lawns. We usually come here, get some gas, maybe hit the air, pump up our tires real quick, and sometimes we grab, you know, some Gatorades or a little snack. We're gonna get some gas, pump up our tires. We might show you guys a little bit of our setup. We're gonna be heading straight to do our lawns, or maybe some extra stuff, but we'll get into that later.
Here's a tour of all of our equipment for this year. First, we have our beauty. This is a right stander mower. This thing is nice. We went from a zero turn that was pretty large that we couldn't fit it into backyards, and we ended up getting this, which is only 36 inches, and it fits into most backyards, which is pretty nice because we used to have to take a push mower and mow backyards with that. So this like sped up our work by a ton. And then over here we have an edger, and this can be disconnected with a hedge trimmer, which is sitting right here. We have some loppers and a rake, and then over here we have our trimmer, another rake, we have a safety cone here, our gas cans, and a blower. That's basically our setup right now. Also, we have some extra trimming line, but yeah, that's it. So we were finished with our first lawn, and it took us 20 minutes and 11 seconds. This one took a little longer because the customer wanted us to do some extra stuff. So we ended up like weed whacking some weeds behind our fence. So it took us a little longer. We could probably get it done in about 10 to 15 minutes. But with this time, we can knock out 3 in like an hour 15. And if we didn't have to do anything extra, it would have taken like 15 minutes. So we could probably get 3 lawns done in an hour.
Okay guys, so we just finished that yard, and we are about to go take care of some unfinished business. 2 weeks ago, we mowed one of our customers' yard. We usually knock on their door at the end of the cut and just get the cash payment after we're done. But she had to leave to go to the bank to pick up the payment, so we were like, no big deal, we'll come pick it up later. Later, we texted her, and we were like, you know, when would be a good time for us to pick up this payment? And she hit us back, and she was like, I thought my son paid you. And we were like, we haven't talked to your son. Her son doesn't even live with her. So that was confusing. I was like, no, we haven't talked to your son. We haven't, you know, received payment. I texted her and I said, talk to your people, figure that out, but we haven't received payment. So call me back once you've talked to your son. If you gave him money or something to give to us, we didn't get it. So I'm gonna call you back, and you know, we can talk about getting that balance settled. She never texted me. Right now, we're about to go talk to her. We're gonna go to her door and talk to her, and you know, see what's going on, because it's been 2 weeks and we haven't been paid. Oh. She just went inside. And so you're getting ready to what?
I'm getting ready to go up here to the bank now.
Okay.
Because I thought my son had paid you. And they were saying that this house, that house, that house, that house, that I was paying more than what I should have been paying.
This house?
Mm-hmm.
So we charged these people 50 last time we came. We charged you 45. A couple years ago when our business was still small, they were paying 35. And then we raised it to 45. That's when they dropped us. That's why we don't mow them anymore, because they didn't want to pay that. You can talk to these people over here. We currently mow them. They pay us $50 every week. So we stated our price very clearly. We're not pricing you different than anybody else. We'll go cut some other lawns and then we'll come back. And then once you pay for that, maybe you can just get the money for both the cuts.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
We just finished talking to the customer. At first, when Jay started walking up, she literally just left and like went inside and kind of ignored him. And then she came out again and then left and kept ignoring him. We didn't show that part. But then when she finally came out, she was like blasting music.
Yeah, it was like she had like a gospel album going or something, but she had the thing turned off on max volume.
Yeah, and I don't know why she did that. But after she did that, the first thing she started saying was that all of her neighbors were telling us that she was getting charged too much by us. It was all false, because some of the people we don't even mow, and one of the people that she mentioned, they're loyal customers and they tip us every time. They're not gonna be complaining about our prices if they're tipping us extra every week. I don't know how much of what she said we're gonna be able to show, because there was gospel music blasting, but she ended up like complying. She was talking for a while, and then she ended up going to grab the money. And so after we finish our next lawn, we're gonna probably go mow her or something like that, and she's gonna pay us for both services, and we're gonna make sure that we get paid before we cut it.
Yeah, I made sure to tell her. When she said she was gonna go to the bank to get the money, I made sure she was going to get both the payments for both cut. And then I made sure to specify that we needed the money before the service, so that we didn't fall into that trap again and end up having to go through another 2 weeks trying to get paid for a job that we did 2 weeks ago.
All right, so we just finished our second lawn. It took us 30 minutes, but the cool thing is I was talking to our customer, and she had mentioned that she had just gotten a quote to clean her gutters. And I was like, oh, how much was the quote? And she was like, they said that they can come and do it for 80. And I was like, we'll do it for 70. We ended up getting the job. We're gonna come in about 2 days or so and make a quick 70. I saw the gutters, they weren't that bad. I'd probably do it for 30, but you know, gotta keep that competitive pricing. Anyway, we're gonna be heading to our next lawn, and so we're gonna go knock those out, and stay tuned. We just finished one, and it took us 17 minutes and 15 seconds. And so we have two lawns right next to each other. We just finished mowing the 17-minute one, and then we're about to mow the other one. We just finished our second lawn out of the two, and it took us like an hour. And the reason why is because we had to do some extra stuff around the property. We ended up cleaning up some shrubs that were growing, and so we charged her extra for that. And that meant we had to go pick up a battery for our little chainsaw thing. We did that. It took us a little longer since we had to do that extra stuff, but we made some extra money, so that wasn't too bad. This last customer has like this big dog, and I think they pick up some of his poop, but they miss some piles, and it smells so bad. I've learned how to like weedy around them and stuff, but when we first got the client, I accidentally like got some poop on me. It was so bad. So thankfully I feel relatively clean, but I'm looking forward to that shower because it's always really stinky. So this is the time that you guys have been waiting for. I'm gonna tell you guys how much we made today with everything that we did, and we forgot to film some of the lawns that we did, but we ended up making $310. This was a pretty slow day, I would say, because we ended up mowing 7 lawns. We usually mow between like 10 to 12 lawns a day, and when we mow those, we can make over $500. It all really depends on the day, and we usually only mow 1 day a week so that we have time to film videos for you guys, and we're super busy with other stuff. But this is a way that we're able to fund making free videos for you guys and just all the other stuff that we do. So I'm thankful for you guys watching this video, and let's head to the outro.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you like the content that we create, hit the subscribe button so you can keep up with all of our videos. We also have some links in the description that you might be interested in, so go check those out, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.